Kingdom Two Crowns released an update this past late August called the Challenge Islands. The first that you're seeing here is Skull Island, which comes from Kingdom New Lands. They had this challenge island at the very end of the campaign, and it is relatively the same. You are still assaulting the portals as you expand. You still have the hourglass. The only difference is now that you have the mount, the griffin, which is from Kingdom Two Crowns. Otherwise, it's focused on expansion. The second is called Plague Island. This is an homage to the movie Day of the Dead, and this is the defense side of Kingdom Two Crowns, where the greed, as they come out, if they make contact with your villagers, they turn into the greed and they attack. So you got to play much more defensively and conservatively. And this gets out of control once they get in there. They just take over. So this is the first that has a new kind of style of gameplay. The final one is called Dire Island. With this one, you have a brand new mount, the wolf, that can attack, and then he has a pup. Instead of a crown, you have to be protecting your pup while you go from island to island, as many as possible. And this plays on the build portion. So with all of them, you have the build, expand, and defend, and each one kind of has that emphasis. For each of the islands, there are different objectives. Like for the Skull Island, it's destroying the portals. Plague Island, it is surviving as long as possible. And then Dire Island, getting to as many islands as possible. So a different direction with each of these challenge islands. To track your progress as you complete one of the crown objectives, you are given a crown by the past ghost king or queen. And there has been also some other changes that have made the game a lot better too. The biggest one is the ninja. Before, he couldn't fish. Now when you recruit one, he grabs a fishing pole and he'll fish instead of like with the spearman, he would collect a fish over time, so much more useful. And then in combat too, now he attacks if he's kind of out in the open, and then there's also some bushes designated rather than kind of connected to the trees. If the trees are there, then the bushes are there by themselves. Another change I noticed is with the ship after it is built and the area where it sits, there's a bell now. It only costs a couple coins, and you're able to recruit a knight with archers. Not only on one side, but on both. Before you had to attack, which cost more coins, and you're stuck with the soldiers on one side. The last one I noticed is the Ghost King. He now has more gestures and more text when you're going through the tutorial, and this seems to work better as a whole. They're all great additions. It's free, and they build upon the build, expand, and defend across these three islands, making an even better value than the original base game. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.